The two caffeinated idiots you are about to listen to may talk about themes of murder, gore, supernatural, and aliens. Listener discretion advised. Oh, I have to do the intro?
Yeah. Yes.
What? Since when?
You did it like...
Since you always interrupt me or you do it before I get to do it.
By all means, it's all you.
No, bro.
Oh, I'm not talking until you do it.
Wow. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Caffeinated Creeps, your two caffeinated hosts. I'm supposed to be asleep, but I have things to do after this podcast. If I have time, I might go home and play. Nope, fuck it, it's 9. Yeah, we're probably not going to finish until, I have to leave. That's insane.
We spent, 30 minutes talking.
We did. We were just talking about video games. Please do not put any of that in, because it's just a full-on tangent about video games.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to have to cut a lot of it out.
Yeah. I mean...
Almost all of it.
Almost all of it, yeah. But yeah, it's Ray, and I'm here with...
Mr. Bernardos. Hi, everybody.
I thought I was here with somebody else. I love how we have to introduce ourselves every time. I think it's goofy, but at the same time, there are those crazy people that listen to the latest episode first, instead of, the first episode.
I did that with one of my favorite podcasts, the official podcast. They're 300 episodes in, and I started with, the top one. And then, they just started off the bat. I was like, who the fuck are these guys? And then, two of them sound the exact same. So I'm like, all right, let me go all the way back. And then, yeah.
That's how I was with Em and Christine.
When I first listened to them. Thank God I didn't start from the top with them. I would have been more confused.
And then, there's parts where, I'm still confused, too, because when I went to the live show...
Who is Em? Who's Christine?
No, I knew who they were. But the thing is that I was, barely, in episode, 150, and they have, over 400 episodes out already. But I was, on episode, maybe, 80, or, close to 100. But by this time, I think they had over 300 episodes by this time.
I haven't listened to them in forever.
I haven't listened to them in, over a year.
I'm on... I think I'm into, 100 something, and I think I started getting fatigue on them, too.
Yeah. I need to go back and listen to them because they're funny. But no, and then they started cracking, all these jokes about, lemon, and I didn't understand, these lemon jokes, when I was watching the live show.
I was halfway into 152.
Dang.
I'm not even halfway into the scroll. Oh, my God.
Yeah. How many episodes do they have?
Let me check. 444.
Yep, I told you. They have over 400 episodes. And, I was literally, a quarter in, maybe. And they were cracking some jokes that I didn't really understand. Or that I really didn't get. But, I mean, they were still funny.
There are 105 on listener stories. Oh, my God.
Jesus. Lord. But, yeah.
I think also one of the reasons why I just stopped in general is because... I want, if there was any stories I wanted to know... I didn't want to hear it, and I wanted to find out on my own. Although this would have helped out pick some stories.
No, and another reason as to why I stopped listening to true crime podcasts is when we started our podcast, I really didn't want it to be because sometimes I get hyperfixated on a case that I really want to cover, and I didn't want it to be disrespectful if they had just released an episode, and then the next week I released the episode of what they just released. You know what I mean? So, okay. But sometimes if I'm really having trouble and I can't decide, I will literally scroll on, what is it called? Crime Junkie, which I know we're not supposed to listen to Crime Junkie anymore because of the bad stuff that they do. But sometimes when I can't decide, I'll literally just scroll and, Russian roulette and I'm like, okay, that's what I'm going to cover. And then, I'll listen to it because they're very, sometimes I'll listen to it or sometimes I won't. I'm be oh, okay, that's what I'm going to cover. No, that's the one where that's exactly what I did. I think the first example I can think of is, The Nikki, the correctional officer that went missing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she was engaged or whatever, and then, like, as soon, like, the day after she was she went missing, her fiancé, like, was spending money and shit like that. Like, it was very weird. She disappeared after a laundromat or whatever. I don't know if you remember.
Kind of.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I covered it. That was actually their first ever episode for Crime Junkie. But no, oh shit, I'm sorry. Oh no. Okay, there we go. No, but they got in trouble because they got sued and they paid because they would steal word for word content from other smaller podcasts.
That's also why I tried my best to avoid, like, I don't want to accidentally, like,
copy.
Yeah.
Yep, that's why I stopped too. Oops.
Like, I know, like, sometimes we'll quote, like, verbatim, like, articles and stuff like that, but I feel like there's also, like, a gray line where we had to get our information somewhere.
That's true.
You're gonna see a lot of it.
In my
case.
That's why I try, like, if it's so hard to reword something, I'll literally just Google Translate it, and then come back, and then I'll read it, and then I was like, okay, that's pretty decent, or, like, I'll fix it, whatever ChatGPT, no, I'm just kidding, whatever Google Translate fucked up.
I try my best to make it sound like, you know those, you ever, like, listen to, like, Nexpo or, like, Let Me Know on YouTube?
No.
Great content creators on YouTube. They post, like, a lot of, like,
Send me videos. Send me videos.
Yeah. Some of them are like conspiracy. That's I think. Let Me Know. No. Did I get? No, I got that one from here. Blame It on Jorge. That's another great guy. You know what? I'll send it to you later. You understand. So I guess you had Supernatural, right?
No, I had True Crime. Of course I have Supernatural.
Don't do that to me. Okay. Have you even covered the disappearance of Jason? Oh my god, his last name kind of confuses me. Jolkowski. Jesus Christ.
I know who you're talking about.
Do you?
No.
Why are you like this?
I'm on caffeine and I haven't slept.
I thought this was a friendly podcast and you pulled this shit on me. Jolskin? Yeah, there you go. No. Why did I spell it two different times here?
Well, he figures that out. Michael's father made some pastries and I tried one and it's really good. It had like jelly and cream cheese in it too. It's really good.
My favorite part about that was I said you don't have to eat it, and then you're like, you were second guessing. You're like, I probably won't. You took the biggest bite I've ever seen.
No, it's because they were already out like chilling on the counter, and it's been like the whole night. And sometimes bread gets hard, so I didn't want to like bite into it and it to be like hard or whatever. That's why I was like, oh, it's been out all night. Like, I wasn't talking about like, oh, is it bad or whatever. Like, no, I was still gonna fucking eat it anyways. But I just wanted to see if it was gonna be like hard and dry.
No, but then like I replied with like in the tiniest voice. I'm like, oh, you don't have to eat it.
and then in the middle of him saying that, I just take like 1/3 of bite of the fucking whatever it's called.
Oh my god, it was so funny. Okay, so it's Jason Jolkowski. So on June 13th, 2001, Jason, who went by the name of JJ, because, you know, it's got 2 J's in his name, first and last name. That's actually kind of important to the story. Was scheduled to work at his local Fazoli's fast food restaurant at 5:30 p.m.
What's Fazoli's? Is that the name of it, or is
that is the name of a restaurant over there in Nebraska. I don't know what it is. Okay. My guess is Italian food.
That sounds accurate. Or probably Greek food.
All you know is it's a chain fast food over there. We don't have that over here.
There is drive-through pasta somewhere in the Midwest. There is a pasta where you can go pick it up drive-through.
God, that sounds good. Just go out for like a ravioli real quick.
Imagine like they're like, oh hi, welcome to insert restaurant name. How can I help you? Yeah, give me some Alfredo and like some like a marinara sub.
Have you seen like the drive-through Little Caesars over in the Midwest?
No, but there's one in Rialto.
Really?
Yeah.
What the fuck? I'm gonna go visit that one day. just for
it's mid. Well, there's a Five Guys right next to it.
Of course, it's Little Caesars. The pizza's gonna be mid, but just like the drive-thru is weird.
You know what? Hot take. I love Little Caesars.
Oh yeah, it's fucking good.
Yeah. I love Little Caesars.
I've always described it as good mid pizza.
Yeah.
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 All right. Jason was a 19-year-old boy who lived in a suburban neighborhood in Omaha, Nebraska. He received a call from his manager asking him to come in early instead of working his original 5:30 p.m. shift, and that a coworker would come to pick up Jason. Jason agreed, but told the manager to pick him up at a local high school that was a little under a mile away from his house. Jason and his coworker that was coming to pick Jason up both graduated from the same school, so they both knew where to find it. Normally, Jason would walk to work, which wasn't uncommon for Jason, as he normally walked everywhere, and the restaurant was about 4 miles away. And the high school was only about like a 15-minute walk for Jason. Something that he did pretty regularly. Jason did have a car at the time, but the car was at a shop. 10:45 a.m. Ready to head to work, Jason steps outside of his home, wearing a Chicago Cubs shirt, black pants, with his work shirt over his arm. He notices his brother Michael taking the trash cans and helps him out. A neighbor notices Jason and Michael at this time taking out the trash at around 11:15. The coworker shows up at the high school, but couldn't locate Jason. She calls the manager, and the manager just tells her to wait there for a few more minutes, and then to come back to work. Nobody expected anything wrong until Jason's father came home from work at around 5 p.m., assuming he would just drop off Jason at work. He didn't know that Jason was called in early. He was already at work by that time.
Mm-hmm. He was supposed to be at work.
Yeah. Michael had informed their dad, Jim, that he went to work early at around 10:45 a.m., but had not come back home from his shift. Worried, Jim went out to look for Jason. Jim called the mother, Kelly, who immediately left work to help find her son, and filed a missing persons report.
Wait, but that... At 5 p.m.?
Well, so... The article I was reading from, they kind of worded it weird. Because I'm assuming the manager called the home, right? No. They called the manager, and the manager said he's on the way to work, but he just never showed up. I don't think the manager ever told him that he ever showed up. So as far as they're aware, he's missing. He should have been home already by that time, coming back from his early shift.
Yeah, that's why I was just like, okay, so if he came in early and it's 5 p.m., maybe he's just a little bit late. Why would they go out searching for him? But yeah, the way that you fixed it, yeah, it sounds better.
Yeah. The article was a little worded weirdly, but I'm trying my best to fix it right here. Unfortunately, the police told Kelly that she would have to wait 24 hours to file the missing persons report, which is a stupid fucking rule. Also,
FYI, it is false. You do not have to wait 24 hours to file a missing persons report. You can file a missing person report whenever you feel like doing it and everything, but it's just that it won't technically not that it's not in the system or whatever, but they won't start looking until after 24 hours.
Yeah.
So you can file a missing persons report as soon as it happens, but after 24 hours, probably call to push that they can finally start looking.
If you're mad at that, you're gonna be mad at this. It took police 10 days.
Are you kidding me?
After Jason's disappearance to start their investigations.
What the cinnamon toast fuck? You know what? It's the police. So I'm not surprised.
To police, Jason was already 19, and if he wanted to, had the right to disappear. Jason's parents knew for a fact there was no reason for Jason to just up and disappear without a trace like that. The investigation started slowly by canvassing the neighborhood, the high school, and even the facility's restaurant.
Pues ya pa' qué?
What?
I said ya pa' qué? I was like, why are you looking now? Bro's already missing. And look at, oh my god, not me going into another tangent about, the police, man. Now look it. I understand that if you're an adult or whatever, and if you go missing for a reason. But I feel like there's already been so many like mess ups where there's been so many where they're like, oh, they're an adult, they can do whatever they want, you know, but so many of them have come up, you know, like dead or whatever. I feel like that should be enough track record or a track history in order for them to start searching immediately, especially if they know the history of, like, if they find out the history between this kid and the parents.
Yeah.
And if they should know, like, oh, we're pretty solid, like, you know, like, I understand if it's, like, a runaway, you know, like, I understand if he was always running out and everything, that they wouldn't look for him as quickly, because it might be another, you know, him running away again. But if this kid has no history of, you know, running away...
he has no history of drugs, alcohol use, or anything like that. They said that he's always, like, a helper to the community, and that he's not really a kid that would just go up and run like that.
And I'm not saying that kids that do run away shouldn't have that same urgency given to them if something were to happen. But at the same time, like, I'd understand as to why police wouldn't want to, you know, search as quickly, because they already know that that kid has that history.
Yeah. Okay. So, again, they, you know, checked the neighborhood, they checked the high school, they checked the facilities. But no one had seen Jason except for the neighbor, who saw him helping his brother right before he left that morning. Despite the local high school being very big and had plenty of security cameras, not a single one picked up Jason. Meaning Jason had disappeared between the short 15-minute walk between the high school and his home, less than a mile away. 1 month after Jason's disappearance, just a block over from Jason's home, a 19-year-old boy by the name of Samuel Sherman was getting ready to head out early in the morning for his job interview. He headed out, and from what I can find, that was the last we ever heard from Samuel. He was described as a Caucasian 5'7" with blue eyes and blonde hair. So very little is actually known about Samuel and his disappearance that some people have even doubted if he even existed at all.
That's fucked up.
And some people find that it's almost odd that these two disappearances happened in almost the exact same way.
The exact same time.
With the exact same time. Two 19-year-olds heading out towards jobs during broad daylight, vanishing in almost thin air.
Yeah.
August 26, 2016. So, both of these happened in 2001, right? So, we have Jason's disappearing in June, Samuel disappearing in July. Though Samuel was a mystery, some people online couldn't help but think about a boy who never existed. A certain group from a website called Web Sleuths managed to gather more information on Samuel. Several members of the forums gave their opinions and facts of both cases to each other to find any more clues on where these missing kids could have gone. Member Beta Franca spoke about Samuel and why we never received a photo on Samuel. Literally, like, there is no photo at all. Like, all we have is the description of him, what he was wearing, and then his birthday. Literally it.
Dang.
So that's why people are like, is he even real? The reason why I'm going to cover this just a little bit...
Not even a yearbook photo?
No, not at all.
Dang.
So that's what people were skeptical on this one. Like, does he even exist? So people were saying that it's a conspiracy by the police to keep us away from Jason. Like, he just happens out of the blue exactly 1 month later.
I feel like that make Jason even more popular, because then people would be hyperfixated on both, trying to find out, like, the common...
Jason is a popular one. Not a... It sounds disgusting saying it, like a popular case.
Yeah.
But people already know, like, his story. But people know very little about Samuel. So that's why people are saying that, like, in the form of a web sleuth.
There's just some cases that end up becoming more high profile compared to others.
Yes.
Like the whole Gabby Petito case and everything. Like, there's been hundreds, if not, thousands of missing girls that disappeared the exact same way that she did, or that died the same way she did. But, Gabby's just happened to get popular.
All right. And so, I went to this website, Web Sleuths, to read the forums and the bullet board and the their bullet points that they were posting, like other members talking to each other. I was reading the whole fucking conversations, and from Betta Frank, quote, the house where he wasn't apparently his, but was a house he was staying in. It seems to me that he didn't have a strong family tie and was renting a room in a house on Bedford Avenue. This would explain the lack of information and the lack of a picture. The person that reported him missing was probably someone who lived with him in that house and didn't have much information. I believe that his disappearance and Jason's are related. Not many people go missing without being found. The fact that they were the same age, lived in the same area, and that Samuel went missing a little bit more than a month after Jason did is very suspicious. Unquote.
Well, that actually does make sense now, honestly. Which at the same time, like, sucks too, because I feel like he had nobody, you know what I mean? He had no family, no friends. Probably the one that counted him as missing was probably the one that was renting the room out to him.
I'm gonna butcher this name. Member E.K. Artist said, quote, even for a drifter, it's bizarre for there to be no photograph. The Charlie Project has plenty of similar cases. Charlie Project is just like a website for missing persons cases. Like, you can look up their information, their description, how they went missing, if they have that kind of information.
Is it a .org website?
I didn't check that. I did click on the website. I just didn't check if it was .com or .org. But you can check on missing peoples there, or I think even update it or call the numbers that they have posted for people. The Charlie Project has plenty of similar cases with photo IDs. It seems like there are no clues, friends, or family worried about Samuel. I suppose it's possible he just moved on somewhere else and kept a low profile all this time. Look at the Grateful Doe, Jason Callahan. I don't know who that is, but I should have looked it up. I'm guessing it's another missing person. His mother didn't report his case for 10 years because she just assumed he was living a transient lifestyle. The proximity and similarity between Jason and Samuel's disappearance are still freaky, though. Unquote. It wasn't until Friday 8th, 2017 when someone found a similar man matching the description of Samuel, even having a very same birthday on Facebook. A member named Matthew Tyler posted various screenshots of the conversation between him and the alleged Samuel, and the text reads as follows. Alright, so this is Matthew talking to the alleged Samuel. Hey there. I don't want to bother you or anything. I know this is incredibly random, but are you the same Samuel Sherman that's listed as missing in Omaha, Nebraska? Forgive the out-of-the-blue question, but I'm part of a group online that takes an interest in cold cases / disappearances of people. I found in a database that your information seemed to link accurately to some of his, so I thought I would reach out. If you're not, then I do apologize again, but the common factors, such as birthday and age, were too much to not at least inquire. And then he even sent the link to the missing person. And now this is the alleged Samuel. That's really interesting that there's that west of a cold case Omaha PD caught up to me within days of that inquisition that my parents had put out when I was in my 20s. Back to Matthew. Oh wow, thanks for getting back to me. I certainly wasn't here to rat you out to the police. Was just curious. Actually, if I'm being totally honest here, the main reason many people wanted to find you was to make sure you weren't a victim of a potential serial killer in Benson. People thought your disappearance was related to another guy who vanished a month before you, Jason, a few blocks from where you were staying. Back to Samuel. That's crazy, but thank you. Back to Matthew. But I am glad to hear that you're alive and well, so I won't bother you by throwing the past at you. They should be doing a better job to update their files. Alrighty, have a good one, man. So apparently, he was reported missing by the parents. The parents got in contact by Omaha PD and the case was solved. But they just never updated their files.
Oh my god.
Leaving the cold case of Samuel Sherman closed. Though the Samuel case was officially closed, some speculators on Reddit couldn't help but feel a bit off that Samuel was found. Matthew Tyler himself weighed in on the Reddit forums to confirm and told Redditors, quote, "Hello all. I was directed to this thread by somebody on the Web Sleuth forum, so I decided to join and give my input. I am the user who found Sam on Facebook. I can explain the process it seems iffy. Using the database True People Search, I was able to locate a name matching Samuel's information. However, Sherman was shown to be his middle name. I will not give out his last name. Okay, I will not give out his last name, though if you type Samuel Sherman on there, it will come up anyway. The birthday on his profile matched the info, and on his NamUs profile. NamUs is just another database for missing people. And I saw that on the Facebook matched his birthday as well. The database also has its location history starting at July 2001, basically the time of his disappearance, after he left Omaha. His Facebook profile also has a live event he added himself from a year in 2001, simply called "I Work for Myself." This leads me to believe that whatever job he had interviewed for in Omaha did not work out, and he left. When I messaged him, he told me that the Omaha PD spoke with him a couple of days after his parents filed the report. Maybe because they had his last name as Sherman. This created confusion and prevented the files from being updated. I emailed Omaha PD but never heard back. I don't think Sam knew he was still considered missing, nor did he really seem to care. I did not push on it any further because I didn't want to bother him, and because he didn't seem to really care about this, I probably wouldn't get much from him. The main reason I even cared to find him was to rule out any connection with Jason. I mentioned it in passing, but he did not acknowledge it. Highly doubtful he even knew of him. Sam definitely seems like a rough blue-collar guy, so I am not the least bit surprised that his whereabouts may have been unknown. I will not give his full name or his Facebook, but if you look at the database, you can find it yourself if you so feel inclined. Unquote. Though Sam's case is now closed, the same, however, cannot be said for Jason. There are still some theories trying to solve such a bizarre case, being that Jason had... so I'm going to go into the theories of why Jason basically went missing. Mm-hmm. It's going to be... The second one's going to be a kind of a curveball, so I'm going to throw like a little trigger warning out here that it's a bit controversial.
Okay.
It might trigger some people. It might even hit a little closer home for you. So I'm just gonna let that out there right now that it can be a little bit much.
I'm ready.
So some of the theories that are trying to solve such a bizarre case. One being that Jason had met up with someone that he had already met, that he had plans with that same day. In the morning, and decided to see them despite being called in early, though highly unlikely. Mm-hmm. The second theory, this is the one that's a bit controversial, was that he was taken by someone he knew. This one was a little bit wild. Jason frequently attended a church that was about the same distance from his home as the high school. Church was in his life pretty hard, even to the point that Jason had mentioned his life goal to joining seminary school. Am I saying that right? Seminary school?
I don't know. I never had that in my church.
When previously Jason had stated that he wanted to be a sports broadcaster. When he got older. So the theory suggests that someone from his church was grooming him at a young age. The only reason I bring this up is because if someone from the church told Jason to get in the car, Jason wouldn't have thought otherwise and got in. Yeah. Compared to someone trying to forcefully kidnap a 6-foot, 165-pound teen. Mm-hmm. Though there are some other ones too that I didn't add on here that were a little bit far-fetched. One of them was saying that about like another block away from Jason's home, they suspected a man who probably kidnapped Jason. Mm-hmm. I think he was like 31 years old, if I remember correctly. But the reason why they pointed fingers at him, which I can recall, was simply because he was gay. That's why.
Wow.
Yes, people were blaming this guy. They thought it was sketchy too because like a month after he also moved away. So it's like, I didn't add that in because I'm like that's just really fucking weird.
Yeah,
like, that's like your only reasoning why you're blaming this guy.
That's pretty far-fetched.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second thing, that really is a curveball and everything. It didn't trigger me or whatever, but this dude's huge. I don't know.
It's like, from what I was reading, they described Jason as like a helper.
Yeah.
Like if you ask him for help, he's gonna help you out.
Mm-hmm.
So my guess is that
he tried helping somebody and then
either he like somebody asked for help and he tried helping them, or someone from a church said like, "Hey, we need your help with something," and then that's the last we ever heard.
he used his kindness against him.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's it from the theories. Some good did come. It's weird saying that some good did come from it, but from such a tragic case, Jason's parents helped found the Project Jason, which is a non-profit organization helping families go through a loved one's disappearance. They even both managed to lobby against Nebraska's legislator,
Mm-hmm.
which created Jason's Law, which became a Nebraska's statewide database for missing people, which gave the state better tracking for missing individuals. Okay.
Is it just for Nebraska? Or is
it's Nebraska's like
their own little
project. Like they're statewide. Mm-hmm. Like they fought. I think it went into effect in 03 or 05.
Mm-hmm.
Because like they didn't have like a good tracking system back then,
mm-hmm.
and they fought hard to get that into law.
That's good.
Yeah. So if any good can come from it is that they now have better access to
mm-hmm.
like actual cases.
Yeah.
So I was reading like an old newspaper article from 2007 that was talking to the wife, and I'm gonna say like a quote that I thought it just hit like really hard when I was reading it. So, quote, "Life is never normal again. It's really just an indescribable nightmare. Every night, you go to bed and you just don't know where he is someone hurting him, and you don't know what you're grieving about." Unquote.
Mm.
If you feel like you have any information, please contact the Omaha Police Department, as their investigation is still open to this case. You can call them at 402-444-5657. Again, 402-444-5657. Or call the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children at 1-800-843-5678. Again, 1-800-843-5678.
That's insane. Bro just disappeared out of nowhere.
It's short 15-minute walk. And that's it.
I don't know, man. That's crazy. And like, no history of mental illness, none of that, huh?
They do describe him having like a mental disability that he... It was weird that he couldn't speak properly, supposedly.
But I wouldn't call that like a mental disability, like a speech, maybe?
Maybe, yeah, more like speech. But they called him like highly intelligent. From what I was reading, it just seemed like they were describing autism. Mm-hmm. But I'm not going to flat out say that, it was for sure.
Yeah, but there's different, there's different sides of the spectrum, mm-hmm. too.
Yeah.
Because there's a whole bunch of autistic people that can live comfortably at home, get married, everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane. Poor Jason, man. My story is really short. It's literally a page and a half, maybe. So, oh shit, this thing really is short. Oh god. Alright,
size doesn't matter, okay?
I don't think this is one of the stories that we might be able to crack jokes about, because I feel like it's not... Okay, no, you know what? Maybe a little bit.
So it's just like a serious episode, okay?
No, it's not that it's a serious episode. It's just that, like, I feel like there's, like, no jokes to crack for it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not, like, super interesting, I guess. So, this is more like a folklore And it's kind of like Goatman's Bridge.
You mean
Shane and Ryan's Bridge.
Shane and Ryan's Bridge.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be talking about the Donkey Lady Bridge and the donkey. The Donkey Lady.
I'm sorry, Donkey Lady. Donkey Lady. Okay.
Donkey Lady. Hold up. You want to see a photo?
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Hold on. Let me.
You go from. Yeah, I don't think we can joke about this too. Yeah. So this goat lady.
Donkey Lady.
Donkey Lady. I'm sorry. This Donkey Lady. How dare you say we couldn't make... Oh my god. Okay. That is perfect. Okay, yes. That's actually pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who knows? Might get it tatted on my leg. I'm just kidding. Alright. So, the Donkey Lady Bridge is located in San Antonio, Texas. And basically, kind of like La Llorona, has different origin stories, but it all ends the same, with the bridge being haunted by a disfigured woman resembling a donkey. So the two main stories are these. In the late 1800s, a couple owned a farm with a few animals, one being a donkey, and they made it long, but to make a long story short, a stranger approached the farm and tried to pet the donkey. There was one that said that they tried to pet the donkey, but then there was one that like the stranger tried like hurting the donkey straight off the bat. So the donkey, being an animal, bit the stranger. So then the stranger decided to beat the donkey.
Holy shit.
And one says that he was like beating the donkey like really, really bad, and then the other one, like this one, it says that it didn't really say how bad the donkey was being beat, and plus I don't really want to know. But when the couple heard the donkey crying, they basically like ran outside to see, what was going on. And the couple immediately started hitting the stranger like with sticks and stuff like that. Like they started telling the stranger off, like, what the fuck are you doing to our animals? So the stranger left angrily, basically saying like, you better watch out because, whatever. Turns out he's the son of a rich man from their little town. And because of that, they sent a mob to the house. And they decided to set the house on fire and trap them inside so that they couldn't escape. So the husband and the two children died. And the wife was the only one left alive. And she escaped through a window. And she was literally like on fire as she was escaping. And her fingers melted down to stumps, creating hoof-like appendages. And the skin on her face charred to the point where it gave a donkey-like appearance. She then ran into the dark forest, screaming with pain and grief. But then there was another version where she basically where she was running and the mob went to go chase her. And she basically fell into the river, and the river swept her away. So, and the river is basically where the bridge is at. So there's another story that claims that the Donkey Lady was part of a farming family, and that the Donkey Lady's husband, for some reason, set their home on fire, which left her horribly disfigured and grieving. But it doesn't say why. I tried finding 4 different websites, and they just could not tell me why the husband set the house on fire. Oh my god, I'm almost done with the story.
But I mean, it is a full... Really? Holy shit. It's still 5 minutes.
I know, I'm sorry. Dude, there was nothing else for me to cover. I was just
That's why I try my best to steer away from folklore. Daisy has been begging me to do the kukui.
The kukui?
Kukui for ages. And I have my notes for it. I have 4 lines of notes. And I can't find anything else.
I actually started on my next paranormal notes already.
Your next one is crime.
I know, but I'm talking about my next paranormal one, because I was just low-key kind of invested, because this next place that I'm gonna cover, basically they have, the people that own this place have an account on YouTube dedicated to hauntings that happen there. If something happens, they'll they'll screen record the footage and they'll just post it. But Shane and Ryan has covered this location too, but that's for like another day.
I haven't watched them in ages.
I haven't watched them in ages either. After this new guy joined in and everything, I just no. All right, so so when you visit the bridge, there's a big difference, like the atmosphere at least. When you go during the day, it's like it's pretty. It's kind of like a little creek like area, I guess you can say. There's like trees, some vegetation, you know, it's whatever. It's a bridge. Everybody's happy. It's nice. It's beautiful. But then as soon as like it hits nighttime, like the air just feels heavy and thick. So, and you feel like, and the people there say, the locals say that they feel like something's watching them if you're there at night. So, there's been a few reports and of locals experiencing odd and sometimes even terrifying encounters. One local says that he and his friends went to the woods to see if they could find anything spooky. And they must have gotten too close to the donkey lady because she was so enraged that she started chasing them out. And in order for you to find out like how she's nearby is if you hear hoof like footsteps, like fast paced, like she's running at you.
Fast.
Yeah, which is kind of freaky.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also some people say that when they go home they see hoof like dents on their cars.
Fuck that.
Like on their hood and like on the ceiling of their car, and I'm like, I'd be pissed. Cause you don't know how much money
I'd be freaked out and pissed.
Yeah. So, and the best way to summon her is by parking on the bridge and honking your horn, and she'll eventually appear.
You said where in Texas?
San Antonio.
Okay, bet. Bet. My car's about to be paid off. I'll go over there.
There was actually a beer named after her.
Really?
Called the Texan Donkey Lady from the Texas Brewing Company, but they no longer make the ale, which I believe is because it didn't really sell well.
Yeah, if it's not like Mothman, it can't really sell that well.
Yeah.
We haven't covered Mothman, have we? I don't think we've really touched like on popular ones. Cause
I try not to. I try not to do the super duper popular ones. Because I feel like everybody knows them already. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that like we still won't have fun listening about it.
Yeah. But
I just feel like, at least in the beginning of the podcast, I didn't want to cover just the popular ones, you know? Where else? Oh yeah. So this is basically the last point that I gotta say. It's so short. Oh my god. There was a writer for the San Antonio Current went donkey lady hunting.
It's such a weird phrase to say.
Yeah. And they took a picture of a hoof print that they found by the river. And it's weird to count it as evidence because it's Texas. There are like donkeys and like horses about or whatever, or mules. So they're like, oh fuck it, whatever, I'll just take the picture. But when they try looking back at the picture in the camera, their camera kept freezing on that specific picture.
Dude, I just had like the worst thought. I actually gave myself chills. Like, you go there in the middle of the night, fucking you park your car, you have your headlights on, right? And instead of seeing like a donkey lady, you just see like a regular donkey, like from afar.
And then it just stands on its hind legs.
You stand on the hind legs and it just starts running at you full sprint. Fucking ew, like the deer from Adventure Time. That's disgusting. That deer always disgusted me so much.
I know.
Just like imagine that, like a donkey on its back leg sprinting at you.
If I ever cosplay Chopper, I just want to film a video of me doing that. Just taking up the hooves and just doing time for surgery.
I think you should do that. Like if we go to like Chihuahua right afterwards, you do that. You just
grab the sandwich. Yeah. Oh my god. For the people that don't know, I was motioning like that one scene from Adventure Time where the reindeer takes his hooves off and then just starts wiggling its fingers.
All creepy like.
It's very disturbing. But yeah, so basically their camera kept freezing to the point where like, they literally had to physically take the batteries out of their camera in order for it to work. And like every other image was fine to look at, but every time you would go on that hoof print, it would always freeze. And for some reason, that photo would not download on their computer at all. All the other photos you could download them, but that specific footprint, you cannot download it.
That's actually creepy.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's basically all I have. I tried looking for more encounters, and there wasn't a lot of encounters and everything. It's just it's basically just like a local legend, I guess, like La Llorona. You can't really find photos of her.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you'll find like TikToks of people saying like, "Oh, we finally found her," and I feel like some of them are, maybe it's like the Mexican in me saying like, "For sure, that's it." But yeah, I guess it's really hard to actually find evidence of just shit like this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I tried. I just found the hoof print.
I mean, you realize that we can also try. I mean, if we're just gonna be parking on a bridge, easy.
Easy.
We just
lock the doors. Oh no, but she's also, I forgot to mention this too. She also like goes up to the window and just starts screaming at you.
Oh, I don't like that.
Yeah.
Like donkey noise scream or like lady scream?
I wouldn't say, cause now I'm trying to go back, but like grotesque screaming like in agony. I'm not sure if it counts. I'm pretty sure it's like a mixture between both.
I feel like if we go and we see that and she starts screaming, I feel like you're gonna be so annoyed you're just gonna scream back.
I'll be like, my Second Amendment right.
Have you seen the horror games where it's like you're like some, I think, like some sort
7-Eleven?
No. What? No,
you've never seen.
I don't know what you're referencing to, but the one it's a game. It might be that, I don't know. You're like an operative going through like this haunted place. The only like scene I've seen from it is like you're in this room full of blanket sheets that are mostly mannequins, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh fuck no.
And then like you have a flashlight on your gun, it starts flickering.
Oh, I hate that.
And one of them moves. And then so like you like tap your flashlight, it fixes itself, and the one that was moving stops moving. And then it just runs at you. And the clips I haven't seen from it are just people just emptying the whole clip of the gun on this ghost, and it just falls to the floor, and it stops moving, and the people are just still shooting at it.
No, I thought what you were going to talk about is it's like this new indie game that came out where you're basically like a worker for, I'm assuming it's like a 7-Eleven or like a small grocery store, like convenience store type of thing. And basically like the whole moral of the story is for you to turn away monsters and like help humans or whatever. So like for example, like it was a funny video too, where one person came up and they wanted to buy alcohol, and then you're like, okay, like give me your ID, and they give you the ID and it's literally like written in crayon.
Oh.
And then and then obviously like in your head you should be like, oh no, like I have to refuse service to this person, but you have to kill the monster, right?
Oh, what the fuck?
So, and it's so funny too because this person's all like, you know what, I'm gonna double check, and they have the database and they put in the thing. It's like, oh, this person this person died like last year, and why is their ID here or whatever. So what this person did is all like, oh man, you know what? He's all like, he's like, here's a special, and then they just like open the cash register and it's a gun and they go pop 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 pop, and then the monster just falls on the floor.
No, I have not seen it.
Oh, dude, if I find any more videos, I'll send it to you. I don't even know what the game is called. But
I don't know what the one I refer. Just the idea of a game genre where it's just like you can shoot down ghosts.
Oh, that'd be great.
That is so
that'd
great.
Be great.
Yeah.
Cover that shit in holy water. Are they like bathed in holy water? Like I'm confused.
You know what? What you're also referencing to also reminded me of a TikTok I saw you repost, where it's like a.
I repost a lot of TikToks.
The Demon Hunter one where it's like you're in the crowd of Soldier Boys and you're a monster fucker and like they dive into the fucking stage.
They're not hearing me out, they're holding me back, for real. For real.
Oh my god.
Dude, I found a cardboard cutout from Netflix, literally like life size, 70 inches tall. I want it. But it's with all the Soldier Boys, and I just want mystery. Mystery is my man's. He's the only one where you can't see his face.
I need to watch it.
It's so good. I rate it like a solid 8 out of 10.
That's good.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, it's good. No, but yeah, fucking donkey lady. Oh yeah, I didn't even explain to the listeners. Also, another thing is that when you read out the content warnings in the beginning of the episode, you say viewer discretion. You're supposed to say listener discretion because they're not viewing anything.
I guess that's what I've always heard.
You're just used to it, that's why.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, no, they're still viewing the content.
But it's a podcast. You mainly listen to it.
I'm gonna stick with it.
Because
it's also a video format, the way I upload it. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, another thing. I did describe how she looked like. I talked about how she looked like the charred skin or whatever. Mm-hmm. No, but the art... The art that I showed Michael literally just looked like a regular donkey head on like regular donkey hooves. Mm-hmm. I feel like it'd be cooler if they made it look more
like deformed,
like the origin story, because like she's supposed to have charred skin that made it look like a donkey, not that it is a donkey. You know what I mean? Like, because when I thought of Donkey Lady, I thought it would be like an actual donkey and a woman like somehow merging together, like Full Metal Alchemist type of merging, you know. But no, she just happened to be deformed and she just happened to look like a zombie. Yeah, I mean a donkey.
Like the way that looked like, it's like the cow head from, I think it's
like the Jersey Devil.
No, like you never heard of cow head? I think it's Japanese folklore. I think it's something else. Mm-mm. I don't know the full story because apparently if you read the full story, it's like disturbing. Mm-hmm. Some people vomit if they read it. So I've never gotten like the full fucking story, but it's like a group of high school students go missing from like a trip, and like this, like the pictures from that I've seen of it is literally just like a cow head and then like the body of a man, like that's literally it, like arms of a man, legs of a man. I know you'd say that, but like it's always. I've always wanted to read it, and I can never find it anywhere. But maybe I'll look for it and see if I can.
Is it a creepypasta, or is it like a folklore, or like what?
It's more folklore than creepypasta.
Let's see.
It might. I don't know if it is Japanese. I think it's something else.
I'll try to look for it too, and if I find it, I'll send you a link.
Yeah.
Wait, does this cow monster thing kill the students or what? Like...
I'm not sure. I think it might. It might. I just know that it's like this entity that like is haunting. That's all I know.
I see.
I have to look back at the video where I saw it, or they cover it. Okay. Just to double check.
Slay. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, yeah. Well, I guess that's that.
Mm-hmm. You want to do the outro?
Fuck.
You're always like, you never let me do it, and now I'm letting you do it.
What's it called? Follow our Instagram, which is Caffeinated Creeps Podcast. You can follow my Instagram, my personal one. It is, I don't remember because I've been changing my user lately. Just because I feel like it. It's caffeinated_Ray. And then Michael's is Mr. Butternubs.
I probably should fix it to caffeinated. I like how you put caffeinated.
Caffeinated Ray? Yeah. I like it. But then somebody, like, a mutual that I made, like, a friend of a friend, was all like, Caffeinated Ray, you have that name everywhere. And I'm like, and?
Yeah.
And? What's so wrong with it? Because I have that, like, as my Fortnite, like, gamer tag. And then I had it as my Discord. But then I changed it to Caffeine Bitch, I think.
You change your Discord name constantly.
No, I'm talking about my username. Like, my actual username, yeah. Like, because I can change my display name, my profile name, to however stuff I want. Right now it's I love Latinas.
Yeah.
Right now it's I love Latinas. What's it called? No, and then like in some servers I literally have a shadow aesthetic to go with it and everything. But oh no, yeah, it's stupid. No, but like my actual like username like on Discord now is like Caffeine Bitch, because the way that this person said it like just bothered me, and I'm just like, whatever, I'm gonna change it. I changed it to Caffeine Bitch.
No, you
I haven't
rock it harder.
Yeah, that's true. I haven't changed my TikTok. It's still Ray Haitani, but at least for the display name, it is like Caffeinated Ray. And then Instagram, I changed it to Caffeinated Ray. I was thinking about changing my gamer tag back to Straw Hat Ray, but I feel like Caffeinated Ray just makes Caffeinated Ray. I like it. I think it's funny. I think I also changed my Twitch to Caffeine Bitch too, cause I lost my my username. The Caffeinated Ray, I forgot my password, and no matter what, like when I went to go watch Marky's stream, I couldn't log into my Twitch at all, so I had to make a brand new account.
I keep forgetting to like write down my information for my login for Twitch, and I keep forgetting it every time.
Keep making a new profile.
No, I don't do it. I don't do that. I just keep forgetting it.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I think it's the same shit with my Steam account.
Wow.
With my Steam account, I'm like, I gotta fucking fix that.
It's Saw. But do you get the whole series?
No, I don't have the number 8 and then the shitty one and then number 10.
Did we watch all of them? Or?
We have watched all of them.
We have watched them?
Yeah, we had a big fucking marathon before we watched number 10.
No, I know, but I wasn't sure if a new one came out and we just hadn't seen it.
No, they confirmed number 11. Mm-hmm. But I think something about the rights were lost. Like I think something happened with the rights.
We need to have a Final Destination marathon.
Bet.
I have never watched... I've seen clips of some of the Final Destination movies, but I've never sat down and watched all of them.
They are great, cheesy movies.
I know, and, you know, like... like I said, I saw some, like, growing up, but...
Yeah.
I think the most memorable one, obviously, has to be, like, the log one. That's everybody's worst nightmare. But the two that I remembered the most is where these two girls died in a spray tan.
That's number 3.
That's okay. Yeah. And then there was another one where somebody fell off a ride. People fell off a ride.
Number 3.
Okay, yeah, that one. So I think the only one I've watched is number 3 then, because those are the only deaths I mainly remember.
That one holds... It's gonna sound sick, but like a special place in my heart, because I remember, I think my brother had the DVD for that one. Mm-hmm. And...
That's me with the Michael Jackson VHS tape. The Michael Jackson movie. Have you seen it?
No.
It's literally just a montage of Michael Jackson music videos in a movie. It's so good.
But with Final Destination 3, like, if you have the DVD for it, you can... There's, like, a special feature. You can fix certain things in the movie. Like, you can increase the temperature of, like, the tanning beds, and, like, you could fix certain aspects of like, some deaths.
What the fuck?
It's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah. If I remember correctly. It's been years since I've even held that DVD. So, like, I could be completely wrong. Mm-hmm. That's what I remember, at least.
I've been wanting to get back into watching The Walking Dead again, because I've only seen, like, part of season 1. Mm-hmm. I've seen, like, clips here and there. Like, I basically, like, spoilers, because it's been out for so long, you know. I've seen spoilers. Mm-hmm. But, I've been wanting to, like, actually, like, sit down and, like, actually watch it. But it's just that I've been wanting to watch so many different shows.
It is a good show. I've been meaning to rewatch The Flash. Because I stopped at, like, season 5. Mm-hmm. Or the season 6, I think.
I've watched, like, the first 2 seasons. This is, like, 1,000 years ago, though.
It just gets, like... The biggest villain is the writer for The Flash. I will not lie.
Gay.
Yeah, because, like...
Bro's gay.
Because it gets super weird, and, like, some people are, like, fighting speedsters that don't make sense. Like, the matchup doesn't make sense. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. They gain powers that make no fucking sense. And it just sucks. Like, the writing... I've heard the writing just went downhill, like, after 5 or 6.
That's how I am right now with Black Clover. Are you ever going to watch it or no?
I do plan on watching it. First, I gotta finish Tokyo Ghoul. I just finished season 1. Then I'm probably gonna finish Fruit Baskets, because that's also on my list.
Like, Black Clover, I love it. I like it a lot. The only issue is that there's one character. I don't know if that's the writer's favorite, but he keeps making him too OP. Which fucking sucks, because... Like... Oh my god. It genuinely, like, it's to the point where I genuinely hate this character, and I hope this character just dies. Even though he's, like, the second male lead, and I just hope he dies. Ugh. Because the whole point of the story is Asta. Mm-hmm. Asta was born without any magic.
My boy Pasta?
Yeah. They call him Rasta.
I'm gonna call him Pasta.
Yeah. Pasta boy. He was born without magic in a world full of magic. And if you don't have any magic, you're basically deemed worthless. And commoners usually have, like, less...
I'm aware of the plot.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Well, for the people that don't know about it.
Okay, my bad.
Anyways, so his main rival is somebody that's very gifted, that was gifted a special grimoire, a 4-leaf grimoire, which makes it known that you basically have a lot of magical power. And usually people that have 4-leaf grimoires they're all very gifted. So that's what I loved at first, the rivalry about how somebody that's not gifted versus somebody that is gifted, and how much this non-gifted person worked hard to be in the same level as the gifted one. And yeah, they were neck and neck, which is insane. And it was so good that they were neck and neck. Turns out the person that was gifted is even more gifted than we thought. Not only has one grimoire, but 2 grimoires, and can do 2 different types of magic. And then you're like, okay, whatever, it makes sense that he can do 2 different types of magics if you learn about his backstory. And then you realize, and then now what's happening now in the manga is that not only can this person do wind magic and star magic, I think, he can do anti-magic, which is the whole main thing that the main character does. And you're just like, why? Why? Like, anti-magic made the main character so unique.
Mm-hmm.
Because he has no magic, so anti-magic doesn't affect him at all. He's the only one that can wield anti-magic because he has no magic. That was, like, his ace. Like, he's basically, like, I wouldn't say unstoppable, because if, you know, if somebody is strong enough, I feel like anti-magic wouldn't affect them as much. But he, like, worked hard. He got hella beefy. He learned anti-magic and everything. Like, he did a pact with the devil, like, to in order to do all this shit. Just for this side character to be able to wield it like that. In the middle of a war, just like that. And you're like, why? Like, they just ruined everything. And I'm just pissed. I'm genuinely pissed. And they need to kill off this character. Because it's not, I feel like it's genuinely not fair. Because he has worked so hard for it. Just for this motherfucker to just get it like that.
Okay. Black Clover seems... I mean,
I hate the writer.
I'll get to that when I get to that, I guess.
The writer is sick. That's why he hasn't been updating the story as much. Because I think in the past 2 years, maybe, he's probably released like 10 chapters. Like, he'll go on a break for like 6 months, and then like he'll post like 3 chapters. And then he'll go on another break, and then he'll post like 2 chapters. Or 1 chapter. And then like, I just stopped reading it. It's so good. Where it's going, it's so good. And then, like, I haven't even read that part because I let it build up a bit before I binge it again. And then as soon as I found that out, like, on TikTok, I'm just like, fuck this shit. I'm not reading that. That's trash.
Wait until you get to Dragon Ball Super.
I took a break with Dragon Ball. It's so fucking slow, man. Dragon Ball's pissing me off. Yeah. I met Krillin, at least. He's like...
Oh, you barely met Krillin?
Yeah, I'm barely at that part where he's asking Roshi to be, like... if he can be his pupil or whatever, his disciple. And then he's like, find me a girl and I'll help you. So him and Goku are off to find a girl for Roshi to go on a date with.
I would just tell you the way I started Dragon Ball. At least, it shouldn't have... I was a kid, so I didn't know any better. I started watching Dragon Ball Z first. And then eventually I went back. But I feel like it's just fine to just watch Dragon Ball Z first.
You think so?
It's gonna... If it were to be like the hottest take ever, it'd be that. Like, to me, watching that as a kid first was incredible.
Because it has a whole bunch of action that brings you in, no?
No, yeah, that too. But it's also like, they like you get like a brief summary of what happened. You can kind of gather like context clues of like the past, and you know, you see some people, and it's like fine. Honestly, you can watch Dragon Ball Z Kai would be the better one because that has like no fillers. Like, absolutely no filler.
Is it the same as Dragon Ball Z, just no fillers, or what?
They updated like the animation quality just a little bit. They fixed some lighting, fixed some voice lines. The music's different, which I kind of hate. Like the OG.
I love the intro Dragon Ball. The Dragon Ball intro, it's so good. Even the English version is so good. They don't make English intros like that anymore, which is something that I feel like is so nostalgic, even though I've never watched Dragon Ball till now. Because I grew up with like Naruto and everything, and with Naruto for sure they had the English translations of their Japanese intros. Yeah. So now they just have the Japanese intros, but I love when they would do that. Like, same with One Piece too. Like, I think up to... I think maybe up to where they reached the Grand Line, That's when they stopped translating intros. No, until Water 7. That's when they stopped translating the intros.
Back when Dragon Ball Z started coming out here in the States, I did like the rock and roll versions of both intro and outros, which were iconic, absolutely iconic. But then I started like if you just watch regular Dragon Ball Z like on Crunchyroll, like it'll have the original soundtrack that the Japanese used, the intro, and then the outro. The original outro, I didn't realize it until like I started rewatching it normally on Crunchyroll. The original outro for Dragon Ball Z, so fire. Like, it's catchy like a motherfucker. Bro, it's so catchy. Oh my God.
I want to. I think I'll probably just start watching Z Kai. And then when I'm done with that, might just finish Dragon Ball just for the lore.
To watch Kai, it's not on Crunchyroll, but it is on Disney Plus.
Or Dragon Ball Z Super, my bad.
No.
That was the one you said, right? Dragon Ball Z Super?
Well, yeah, Super, but to watch that, you were going to need to watch Kai or Dragon Ball Z. Mm-hmm. It's because a lot of story.
Okay. Because I really want to watch Dragon Ball just because I feel like it's the prologue. Like, it's where the lore is at. And I need to get through it, but it's just so fucking boring, bro.
You could also just watch, like, explanation videos of it and then just jump straight to...
No, I gotta lock in, bro. As soon as I finish Dragon Ball, I'm going to rewatch Naruto. Mm-hmm. And then after that, I'm gonna start Bleach. Like I told you, like, I want to watch, like, the OGs and stuff.
I'm telling you, you should just watch Kai. Dragon Ball Kai.
I gotta commit, bro.
I'm telling you, like, if you don't... People always say, like, the big three is, like, Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece. And I get why they call it that, but I feel like the big three has always been, like, Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, and then One Piece.
That's true.
To me, I've always felt like that's the big three.
But I feel like... No, but I feel like I agree more with those... With Bleach, One Piece, and Naruto being the big three. Because
it's because they were releasing at, like, the same time.
No, but I feel like Dragon Ball is even better than those three. Because it's, like, the grandfather, basically, of anime. A lot of people say it's the grandfather of anime. And because of Dragon Ball, that's what inspired Naruto. That's what inspired, like, One Piece and everything. That's what inspired all of them.
Yeah.
And then also, I've been having really big issues with One Piece at the moment because of the author. There is a mangaka that was a teacher for Oda. Turns out he's in jail for stuff, inappropriate stuff. They found a shit ton of kiddie porn. To the point where they thought he was a distributor, but no, he was just a collector, right? Oda is still friends with this guy. Mm. And is still talking great about this guy. And then I'm just like, fuck, man. Like, I don't think Oda is a pedophile, but at the same time, like, why would you hang out with people that are like that? Like, I understand that, like, he's your mentor or whatever, but I feel like there should be a limit. But yeah, so that's why I'm a little bit upset with Oda right now. And then that's why, like, a lot of people were cracking jokes, like, before you look into Oda's house, like, please finish, like, let him finish One Piece first before arresting him. And I'm just like, fuck, stop.
Think about it. If they go to his house, maybe he has notes of what the One Piece is, and we just find out that way.
But that's not fun. So that's one issue I've been having with Oda. Like, I've been very disappointed. But it's not like I worshipped Oda anyways. Mm-hmm. I never worshipped Oda or whatever, but I feel like once you start watching One Piece, well, just like that one video that I sent you of Charlie, how it's, like, one of the biggest, like, masterpieces of all time. Like, it literally surpassed Harry Potter. In terms of book selling, it surpassed Harry Potter. And everything. He's one of the most iconic authors out there. It's a really good piece of literature. It's so much story building. And it takes so long. And, like, it's crazy how, like, they say now, like, oh, the One Piece, they're barely going on that journey to find the One Piece. That's because all these 20 years it took for the story building. But no, like, and you might think it's crazy, but it makes sense. It makes sense because everything that's happening now correlates to everything that has happened these past 20 years.
That's the one thing, like, I'm not going to deny that it is, like, great literature. Like, yes, it's captivated so many people throughout all these years, and, like, it's, like, the fandom that comes with it, the lives that it's built, and, like, maybe new lives that come from the story, you know? Like, I'm not going to deny that it's touched a lot of people, but it just irks me that you need this long to make the story now. Like, to say, yeah, this is the point where you can start watching it.
No, he didn't need to make it so long. He just felt like it. Literally, he knew what the One Piece was since he first started writing it. He's been knowing what it was since the beginning. But he just felt like he needed to write more.
I feel like that's just too much.
There's a lot of beautiful lessons that you learn.
Oh, yeah.
Like in One Piece too, like even with the side stories. There is a lot of fillers there. I feel like it's not as crazy as Naruto, because Naruto has a shit ton of fillers, dude. Naruto has so many fillers. I swear to God, to the point where it pisses me off where I just want to read the manga. I haven't even read the manga, Jesus. But yeah, after I finish Naruto and Shippuden, I'm gonna read Boruto. I refuse to watch Boruto. I watched like part of the first season when it first came out 1,000 years ago, and I was like, this is shit.
My cousin was explaining it to me. He's like, this shit makes no sense. He's like, it completely ruined it for me.
I heard that the manga was pretty good. That it was alright.
No, but like, it's because I'm not gonna say any spoilers, but it's like,
tell me, I don't care.
Spoilers are Boruto. There's aliens.
Oh yeah, I've been knowing that.
and it's like, they're the reason why that,
okay, Dragon Ball,
like,
I see you.
like the ninjas are the way they are. Like, that's why they have all these fucking like
abilities.
Yeah, like it's like aliens and like supernatural shit.
And I feel like that ruins it, because I feel like all of that could have been explained in Naruto.
What? It's just weird. I'm like,
I mean, they've been having aliens in Shippuden, at least. But the issue is that I don't remember much, because for sure in the movie, in the final Shippuden movie, if I'm correct.
Aren't those like not canon?
Yeah, that's why I'm saying like it might not be canon. But at the same time, I'm like, is it really canon or is it really not canon? Because it's like, it was a love story. That's how like Hinata and Naruto like fell in love. I mean, Hinata was always in love with Naruto, but that's where like Naruto really looked at her like as like a potential spouse, and that's literally their wedding. Like they literally get married in this movie. So that's why I'm like, is it really canon? Is it not? Because I haven't read the manga. I haven't caught up with the show at all.
Oh man, and then right now the current author for Dragon Ball Z, or for Dragon Ball, he went online. He's like, he was being interviewed. He's like, every form. He said every form, but I knew what he meant. Like, if Dragon Ball content is canon.
Mm-hmm.
So people are like, oh my gosh, so Goku and Fortnite, that's canon. Like,
yeah.
But like, what he meant to say was like, the original movies that they did, because those aren't canon. Well, but he's like, timeline. There's like different branches of timeline. He thinks like, or the movies take place, like those are canon to that timeline. The main one, that's canon, and then like a separate one. So yeah.
I like the stories where it's like different universes and then like whatever. I think that's interesting, but at the same time, I feel like it's been milked so much. Because, like, that's, like, the main storyline for Fortnite. Literally, like, that's why, like, Goku's canon and Hatsune Miku's canon in Fortnite. Because of the whole Fortnite lore and everything, where they literally, like, they created the fucking shard, and they're bringing in people from other universes to help them figure out how to solve the storms and shit like that. So, technically, Goku is canon in Fortnite and everything. Naruto's canon in Fortnite. Catwoman and Batman are canon in Fortnite. And everything, like, is weird.
Should we wrap this up?
We should. You gotta take out all of this anime stuff, I swear to God.
I don't know. I liked it a lot.
Okay, you gotta clip it out, bro.
I'll clip the 30 minutes of us rambling. I'll cut that out.
Jesus. Dude, look at that's fucking long. I can't even see the arrow anymore.
Oh, no. It's past like 2 hours.
Jesus. No, because we started recording this at 9 exactly. I have to leave right now, actually.
Okay.
Well, they end church at 10:30, but I don't know how long until they start making the food. I don't want to wait for the food to be made. I want it already made when I get there.
Okay.
I just want to eat it and then leave.
Then we should end this right now, huh? Okay. I mean, you already did the outro, so...
I already did the outro.
Right.
Caffeinated Creeps podcast on Instagram. The One Piece is real. Caffeinated _Ray and Mr. Butternubs on Instagram. The Strongest ASMR Enjoyer on TikTok for Michael. And then Ray Haitani, Haitani, on TikTok, even though I don't really post shit. I'm gonna start posting shit. I have so many clips, gaming clips, not just Fortnite, but like Phasmo clips.
We're never gonna be able to end it.
Shit. I have so many gaming clips that I want to post, but I get self-conscious. I'm like, am I funny enough? Am I not funny enough? Is my gameplay bad?
One thing I have learned being deep into the internet, you can post whatever you want. You would be surprised who will enjoy your content. If I can go on there, post the shit I post on TikTok, and then just go about my day, you can do it too.
That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
I need to see more videos, bro.
I have one downloaded. Not downloaded. I have one ready. I have not posted it.
Sometimes it's so cringy listening to the thing. Yeah. So sometimes I literally just like it. I repost and I just swipe. Sometimes
I do not blame you.
Because I'm just like, this is too much.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, this is too much.
Alright. Bye, everybody.
Bye. The One Piece is real.
Oh, shut up.
You shut up.
You shut up.
You're just jealous.
Am I? 1,000 episodes. No.